What's poppin', y'all? Looks like you guys owe DDG an apology.
Uh-oh.
Yes, you guys know, not me. And I will
What?
get into why not me in
What?
a little bit. But DDG found his cameraman after
Uh-oh.
everybody was
He
saying,
found another cameraman to scam. He'd pay $4 an hour.
man, he's not paying enough. So before this, you had these cameramen exposing DDG because he wasn't paying enough and the working conditions were so difficult. Nobody said the actual amount that people were getting paid.
Oh, so he told us the
people
amount.
just speculated. But DDG would host a competition, and
Okay.
he said officially that he would be paying $5K base salary to the individual, with all of the other stuff coming in after. And even this amount, people were saying, man, that's not enough.
5K not enough for you want. I'm sorry, gang. I'm sorry. 5K is not enough if you want this nigga to be on call 24/7. You want him to travel. You want him to travel with you. You want him to work 9-10 hours plus sometimes. You want him to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and come film for you. You feel what I'm saying? You want him to have damn near no. It's like y'all. Some of these content niggas, gang. Ever since this conversation came up, I learned that some of y'all niggas want a slave, gang. Y'all want slaves, bro. Real deal. Y'all want a nigga that's gonna do whatever you tell him to do, whenever, call you. You want him to be your bitch, damn near. 3 o'clock, hey boy, get your ass, like you a pimp. Get your ass up, come film for me, boy. It's 3 in the morning. Yeah, I got some hoes. Come check it out. Yeah, we going to Italy tomorrow. Pack your bags. I don't give a fuck that you just had a baby. You feel me though? Like, y'all want slaves, gang. Y'all want slaves. 5K? Don't get me wrong. Remember, he's in LA. We already went through the stats. Do you know that 48% of people in LA make 60K a year? That's all 5K is 60K. Before taxes. Half of LA make that. Working regular jobs. And they don't have to travel. They don't have to be on call. And they don't have to work 9 hours, 5, 10, 12 hours a day at 3 o'clock in the morning. So it's like, if you want to do that, hey, have at it.
In LA,
I'm not doing that.
Ain't enough. Listen, I don't know where people are living. I would say 5K is enough for a single person living in LA.
No, it's not,
versus, bro. Now, New York, that's rough. That's rough. You're probably paying, you're living with a bunch of other people.
Bro, let me show you something. See, a lot of people talk. I don't talk with opinions, bro. I go off facts, and then niggas get mad at me because I do the research to get the facts. Okay? What type of life does a single person making 5K per month have in Los Angeles? It's above the poverty line, but in one of the most expensive cities, this income requires strict discipline to avoid living paycheck to paycheck. A 1-bedroom in 2026 is $2,500. So half of your rent has to go. That means you can't even afford, really, because most apartments make you have to earn $3. It's not enough. It's not enough. After you pay rent, insurance, and buy some food, because everything in LA is more expensive. Not just the fucking the rent. No, the insurance is more expensive. The taxes is more expensive. The food is more expensive. 5K a month is cool. It's great if you work in a regular job 8 hours a day and you got to drive 15 minutes and come home 15 minutes. When that person wants you to get up at 3 o'clock, this is what DDG said. Not me. I didn't make this up. He said if I call you at 3 o'clock in the morning, nigga, you need to get your ass up and you got to have a car because I ain't waiting for no Ubers. But I'm not going to pay for the car, though. I'm not going to pay for the car. See, usually when a company wants you to travel for them, when a company wants you to drive around and move around for them, usually they give you a company car. He ain't even going to give you. He ain't give you that.
No joke. But LA, it's doable. LA is expensive if you're coming from Nebraska or even Texas, some places in Florida. But New York is just a disgusting level of expensive. But I'm veering off. We're getting back on topic. So he would get 2 different cameramen that would end up at the end, and they were very, very good cameramen with a history. And
Okay.
DDG would announce the winner.
The results are in. The winner of DDG's cameraman tryouts is number 5.
And they did all this work and couldn't even get no exposure because they got ski mask on the whole time.
This would also lead to the unmasking of said cameraman.
You ain't got to. I ain't got a cut already. But I mean, you can catch me at DDG stream. That's about it.
Give me your number, bro.
All right. Gotta put my uniform back on.
Not only that, but DDG would also get the second cameraman a job, number 3 in this scenario.
That's what's up. That's hard. That's what's up. Cause I'm finna say if he came in second place, you gotta give him something, gang. Make him the shave cameraman or make him an editor or something like that. Cause he ain't get no exposure with the mask on and shit.
I'm sure you're gonna get hired right after this. I need a cameraman tonight. I told you, man. I told you. Just that quick. You got everybody that quick. Come on home.
See, that's how quick he'll leave, though.
What? Man, I'm supposed to be speaking. I can't tell if he's speaking. I'm so used to not because I got in trouble the last time you said something. You're like, he's speaking.
No, my cameraman literally is out of town for a couple days.
I got you though. If you need me,
I got you, bro.
I appreciate it.
He's serious today.
He's serious.
He's serious on the camera.
He doesn't have a camera.
He's serious. Alright, that's work.
So Deshae Frost ended up picking up the other guy and having him work for him for at least that night. We don't know if it's going to be an ongoing thing.
I mean, that's better than
just
nothing,
to give
though.
you guys a bit of an example of the experience that these guys had, I'm going to give you the interview clips from DDG's 24-hour stream of both of them.
Okay.
How you doing, brother?
Good.
All right. Do you feel like you ready for this job?
100%.
Do you understand what it takes, whether it's like physical aspects, traveling the world, being away from friends and family for a long amount of time?
That's not. I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna be honest, and that's just me. And again, I gotta be fair because I'm speaking from someone who has had a little bit of money. I had a medium amount of money, and I've had a lot of money. I haven't had a very lot of money yet. We're gonna get there, but I'm speaking from a different perspective. If I was broke as hell, have you ever needed your paycheck to just come a little early? Like, yeah, you get paid on Friday, but it's Tuesday and you need the money now. There's a banking app called Current, and they got a whole bunch of super useful features on this app. And one of the best features is it lets you access up to $750 of your paycheck early if you qualify. With Current, you get a full list of features like paycheck advance, fee-free overdraft, the build card, and more. Now, Paycheck Advance is my favorite, but if you focused on building credit, or if you just want a smoother way to manage your money, it handles everything in one app. And I know how I feel for your paycheck to be coming Friday, but you need your money Monday, and it's an emergency, and you need that money now, and you can't get that money now because you gotta wait, but you can't wait. And that's why I partner with them. And right now, they're giving $75 to anybody who signs up for the Current app using the link that's in my description or scanning the QR code that's on the screen. If you scan the QR code, it'll take you straight to the sign up page where you can create your account. Just go through the normal sign up steps, enter your information, and order your Current card. After you complete those steps, you'll see the option that pops up to enter my promo code. And that promo code is going to access your $75 when you switch your direct deposit. Make sure you go through the full sign up process so you do not miss out on the $75. If you ever feel like managing money is stressful or even just tight sometimes, it's definitely worth just checking out because that's literally what it's designed for. Helping people just like you stay more on top of your finances. And I didn't have nothing. Hell yeah. But this is what I'm trying to get you with. This is my main point. If I live in LA and I'm broke as hell and I ain't got nothing, I'm talking about broke than a joke. I don't have anything. Right? There's only two things. There's only one. There's two scenarios. Either one, I would be like, fuck this cameraman shit. I could go work at Target. Y'all don't understand. LA, the price. I could work at Target and make $60K a year. 8 hours a day. I can drive 10 minutes from my house, drive to Target, come home. Almost 50-some K doing that. I could do 2 DoorDash deliveries a day and make up the rest and make my 60K in a year. You understand what I'm saying? So, me personally, do I want to travel? Do I want to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning? This is what DDG said. Find the clip if you don't believe me. He said, if I call you at, and I don't know, he might have been trolling. If I call you at 3 o'clock in the morning and I say, I need you to come film, nigga, you got to get your ass up out your bed and come film. Y'all heard what the last cameraman said. He said this shit like the mafia. You got to put filming. You got to put DDG over your own mama, your kids, your girlfriend. You got to say fuck whatever you doing in your life at any given moment and come do this job, this cameraman job right here. I'm not doing that shit for no $5,000 a month. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. And the reason I can speak is because this is similar in Georgia. It was a rapper trying to pay me and my business partner. He tried to pay me $4,500 a month to come film for him with pretty much the same conditions. He would call me at 11 o'clock at night. He would call me at 10 at night. He would call me at 8 in the morning and say, I need to be there by 5. I would be out until 4 in the morning at the club, at this show, at that show. I've done it, bro. And I did that shit for probably 60 days before I looked up and said, man, I'd rather be broke. And I took my ass home and I was broke. But I had time to do what the shit I wanted to do, and I ended up making money and getting rich from it. You feel what I'm saying? So, and in hindsight, I should have took my black ass down the street to Walmart in Atlanta, and I should have got my motherfucking ass a job. But I wanted to be stubborn and I wanted to be cool. That's why I'm telling y'all no. But no. I think the minimum you should be paying a cameraman under these conditions is $7,000 a month. That's the minimum, I feel like. And I feel like he should have every incentive and opportunity to get up to 10 to 15,000. You understand what I'm saying? Period. Because if you're my cameraman, what I'm gonna do is you be the cameraman, and I'm gonna let you clip this stuff up. I'm gonna let you post it on YouTube. I'm gonna pay you enough. Like I'm not gonna pay me personally, gang. I'm not an in real life streamer, so I don't need a cameraman. But if I did, he's gonna get paid $7,000 a month. The only way he wouldn't is if my streams wasn't getting paid that much. But if my streams weren't getting paid that much, I wouldn't require the same things from him. I would have a schedule. Hey, we're gonna stream for two hours a day, Monday through Friday. I'm gonna pay you like $2,000 a month. It's a little part-time job. It's just a little extra money in your pocket. The bigger my streams get, the more you get paid. So just stick with me, gang. But I'm not gonna overwork you and have you fucking slaving for I'm not gonna do that either. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is just my opinion. It's just my opinion, bro. I don't think that DDG is on. If that's what he want to do, if that's what him and that cameraman agreed to do, then by all means, nigga, do it. I'm telling you my opinion. This is my channel, my video. Y'all can disagree or agree all the fuck you want.
I've been doing it for
That's
9
fine.
years.
Okay. Do your homework.
Okay. Did you go to school for camera work?
No, sir. I just jumped off the porch, got on YouTube, and just started shooting.
Okay. Have you done a lot of streams in the past?
Yes.
Okay. TVU. What's your name?
Z.
Okay. Familiar. All right, you good.
All right. You want me to call the next person? Yeah, that is.
Yeah. How much years of experience do you got?
15.
15?
Yeah.
All right. Have you streamed for people before?
Streamed. I've done it one person. It was Louis. He's from Love Island. Louis and Miguel. This stream for them.
Okay. How was your experience? Did you like it?
It was good. Fast paced. I'm used to fast pace. I'm rarely in an organized setting, so I'm thinking on my toes.
Okay. Have you streamed before yourself?
Let me ask this question though. Just if I was DDG, as much money as he's making, I would expect him to not hire. Like, I think it's very good that he hiring people, but I would always expect him, and people like this, I would always expect them to like hire a real professional. You know what I'm saying? Like a real professional that went to school for it, that has actual experience, that has a website, a company. You know what you get what I'm saying? But I think it is cool. I think it's cool though. I would expect that, but I think it's cool that he's giving First of all, I'm pretty sure all the contestants was black. I think it's cool that he giving black people an opportunity to do anything. And then I wanted to finish my thought with this because I forgot to say it. The only time I would be a cameraman for $5,000 a month, because remember, he did say base pay, so I don't know what that, you know what I'm saying? But $5,000 a month, the only reason I would consider doing that is if I felt like this was an opportunity that I can work my way up to making 15,000-ish a month or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? So I don't know what he's promising. I don't know what the incentives are. I don't know, the details. But I do know that I would be paying more for the base, especially if I want you to travel, I want you to move, I want you to leave and do all. I would pay more. I would pay more. Me, I would. You ain't gotta listen to me.
So what work have you done, like more?
This why niggas love working for me.
More of my work is like documentary work, so I follow people around with a camera. Don't know if I need to name names, but most notably Kevin Hart or
that's hard.
Burna.
Okay, I think I seen your application. Okay. Yeah, man. Hope you're serious.
Why the fuck do I keep getting these dumbass?
Another stream on and I might crack jokes here and there, but it's a real job. So, we ain't really getting to shit yet. This is me just getting to know folks. So, them your judges right there. If camera ain't moving right, then they gonna tell me. They gonna eliminate y'all before I do. So, we'll see how it go. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you.
So it's really important that I put this out there because a lot of people were saying that, oh man, I wouldn't do this for $5K. Keep in mind, people that have never picked up a camera, people that don't know what it's like to film somebody, they have no experience. They wouldn't make the job requirements, even if it was 10K, 15K. Some people think that if you up the salary, that they're suddenly going to conjure up the skills it takes to have the job. They never had the job.
But if you up the salary, you entice people who really know what they're doing, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, because competence get compensated. If somebody who really knows what they're doing is probably not going to do this for $5,000, bro. Because remember, like I said, a wedding, you're going to pay $2,000 to $3,000 for one wedding. And that shit, like what, 4 hours of one person with a camera? You want him to do this shit all day, damn near every day, travel the world. You know what I'm saying, though? Like, so that's where my measurement comes in at. Music videos. You gonna pay your music video, you gonna pay more than $2,500 for him to come shoot your music video, gang. Now, granted, he do come with all his equipment and stuff like that, so that's a perk, but you gonna pay, and if you want him to travel from LA to Dubai for the video, you gonna pay him. You get what I'm saying? You gonna pay for that. So that's the only thing that rubs me kind of like, that's where my disagreement comes in. I am happy that he cleared up the $3,000 a month because that was just agreed. I really didn't think that he was doing that because that's poverty. And $3,000 a month in LA is poverty. You know what I'm saying? But $5,000 a month is a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I would have my base pay at about $7,000. 80, 90K in LA is not a lot of money in LA. You got to understand. 80K is people that make $100,000 a month. $100,000 a year in LA and have roommates. Like, real deal. Because you got to think about how high the taxes is in California. You can half your money gone. So really, in real life, bro, he's only getting paid. Bro's only getting paid $2,500. You know what I'm saying? Like, base pay. Because half your money going to be gone with taxes. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit less because if he getting a W-2, it's probably a little bit less, but
these guys were clearly experienced. You saw how much years of experience that they had, and they were willing to go in there not even knowing the pay. Now, he said $5K base once they got there, but these are people that are experienced.
I ain't going in not knowing the pay. Fuck you.
Are good at their job, that have a history of being good at their job. Now, funny enough, the guy, number 5, he had previously worked with DDG. DDG mentioned that in the interview with him. And that he was good, he had done his job. I don't know, is he the cameraman where he says like all the chicks be talking to him instead of DDG? I think that would be funny. But my criticism was different from the criticism that these people levied. My criticism was that DDG wants somebody that does not want to be a content creator, that does not want to be in front of the camera, that just wants to handle business and is cool to chill with as well.
You gotta pay him like that, bro.
That's understandable, the cool to chill with part.
Yeah, hell yeah.
My thing was, if you are creating a content event, which was entertaining, I watched it. I was there lurking. Listen, I I'm like the ether. I'm everywhere. I'm lurking everything. You might just tap my @name into a chat and see me in the chat with you, kicking it with you. Listen, I have no life, so you can have a life. Right? That's my sacrifice.
I don't really watch
to the
people's
world.
streams
Or
like
so
that.
I can accompany some of
At
you
all,
guys
really.
in the late shifts and the
I watch, like,
UPS
YouTube
delivery.
more.
Shout out to all my UPS delivery guys, man. Y'all be killing it. I love UPS. I always have a conversation with USPS is cool too, but I just get along with UPS drivers for some reason. No matter what state I've lived in. We're veering off. Getting back on topic. Yeah, so DDG, that was my thing. So we're not going to see the outcome of me being wrong unless we'll give it 6 months, right? 6 months, we'll revisit this. If DDG's cameraman doesn't try to become a content creator and he's still with him, then I was wrong. DDG was correct. He did his thing, and I got to hold my hands up. But the lesson here is that, listen, if you want an opportunity and you've got the skills, do it. There were people here that filmed for Mr. Beast in this competition. There were people here that had done film work for like major stars. I don't want to like put the names out there. You can just go look at the VOD,
Kevin Hart.
look at about an hour in to the 24-hour live stream, and you're going to see this stuff. It's on YouTube too. And you're going to see people that are very experienced that were willing to quote unquote.
I just thought about this nigga had a cameraman competition. So who the fuck was the cameraman at the cameraman competition?
It's on YouTube
That's my
too.
question.
And you're going to see people that are very experienced that were willing to quote unquote embarrass themselves, if you want to even call it that, and do this challenge to potentially get a job. You got to be willing to do whatever it takes. Now, I'm not saying like demean yourself. Like DDG wasn't degrading. Like he put them through some challenges. It was comical. It was in good fun. But I think DDG's like somebody that has, I'm going to go out on a limb here. It's going to sound crazy. I know. Listen, we're going to get some people with their panties in a bunch. People, I really think it's just white people that be streamers and like trying to embarrass and humiliate a person on stream. That's what I see. Like they'll put people through challenges.
He ain't lying about that. It's just like, that's just like the frat parties. You think the black frats went through some hazing, nigga? Do your homework on them white frats. Them motherfuckers is like crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I will give Doodoo Garbage that. Darnell, I will give you that.
That just strip away their dignity. Other streamers, I don't really see them doing that much. But hey, I just had to make that observation, and I've been observing for quite a while. So yeah, like DDG didn't humiliate them or anything like that. It didn't make them eat some dirty, nasty stuff. He just put them through some challenges, and now this guy has an opportunity, and I hope they get to work together for a long time. This is a new industry, a new job.
Yeah, it is a new industry.
For said industry. It is consistent for people at the top of the game, and I'm glad that the other guy won, and I hope that other streamers look through the other people, and this is another thing that we're probably not going to hear about because these people aren't content creators and we don't know who they are. But there are probably streamers hitting up DDG saying, yo, one of the other cameramen that you had on there, I don't know, like number 6 or this guy, the people that didn't come in there and try to record and get a moment, because there were a couple of those guys that got kicked out. But the people that were serious and they just couldn't hack it, they might want them and say, yo, that guy's good. I want to hire him. So DDG made this an opportunity for other people to get hired too. Like we just saw one example of it, but there are probably examples happening behind the scenes too. So shout out to all the cameramen. I do think it's a good idea that he got a tall camera guy. That's one thing that I think is very underrated. Like you always want, what is it, Fortnite? You always want to get the high ground. I don't even play Fortnite. I think I've played 3 hours of Fortnite, and that was like when beta came out. But you always want a higher vantage point. So taller cameramen, you're better off having a lens coming down than somebody trying to go up and catch the lens. Now DDG isn't like a tall guy. I think he's like average height or something like that. But if he interacts with taller people, you can get a better frame if you're tall. And the guy that he ended up going with was tall. I don't think he made his decision based on that because his previous cameramen weren't tall. I think they were DDG's height or shorter, and it worked out just fine. But it is a minor advantage. Also, being overweight is definitely you
can't do that.
Carrying around that TVU, for sure. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Did you enjoy
Let's
this
see. Oh, hold on,
tryout stream?
Let me see what the hell the comments saying. It's still pretty early. Most people don't realize that earning $5K and traveling the world is an amazing job if you don't have a family. That's true. I give them that. That's true. That's true. That's true. The Ed guy is the biggest type of snake ever. He tried to surf and ignite flames. I don't give a fuck about that. The old cameraman really thought he was exposing DDG, but all he did was hand him a whole new content series. He always does. I want to. People will look at money and forget all the mental and physical demand this job will require. That's what I'm saying. Like and that's all I've been trying to say. I don't know why this fucking notification keeps turning on. Turn that shit off. But that's all I'm trying to say, gang. Like you, like being a cameraman is not just holding the camera. If that was the case, you could go get a homeless nigga off the street and give him $1 and a coffee, and he could be your cameraman. $5,000 is not a lot for LA. Half of that is going towards housing. Everybody doesn't want a roommate to live in a decent area. You need $2,000 to $3,000 or more for an apartment. Right. Somebody said on average that's $2,300. You still left with $2,700. If you can't live off that for the rest of the month, something wrong with you. And then somebody replied and said you're forgetting taxes. $5. That's why I'm saying everything in LA. Y'all, I lived in LA, bro. A lot of y'all motherfuckers that's talking, they ain't live in LA. The gas is $5, nigga. Minimum. You nigga, it's bro. What is that? Is that on fucking? Is that Olympic? I think it's like Olympic and Wilshire or some shit like that, bro. It's a gas station in LA where the gas is like $8 a gallon. I'm not playing with you, bro. I am dead ass serious right now. So he said $5 gas, the third most expensive grocery in the nation. I told y'all, groceries is expensive as fucking LA, bro. You will spend $200 on 5 days worth of groceries. I'm not playing. I'm not playing, bro. I am dead ass serious right now, gang. And most importantly, lifestyle. If you're around someone that's living a lavish lifestyle, you won't have a chance to save your money like you want to because you have no choice but to follow them around. If they're in a fancy restaurant and you're hungry, you can't just walk off and go to McDonald's. You have to eat there. Well, that's not the case because DDG is paying for that. You know what I'm saying? If they're at a nice restaurant, I'm sure, he's paying for that. My argument with that was, nigga, don't pay me in steaks, bro. Give me that money. Don't pay me in nice hotel rooms, nigga. I sleep on the couch in your hotel room. I sleep on the floor. Give me some more money in my pocket, gang. DDG and Deshae are my favorite streamers. 5K gross is definitely after deductions. Personally, 75K annually is decent. I don't know where to. Oh, maybe she's saying that he should be getting at least 75K. That's around where I would. That's around where I'm at. And I think 75K is about what, 60 something thousand? I mean, $6,000 or something. 75 divided by 12 is 6. Yeah, so that's 6,200. About $6,200, $6,300. So yeah, that's what I just feel like that should be the case, bro. I just feel like because you got to understand too, like it's important, bro. The job is very important. A cameraman job is very important to a streamer. Having that chemistry is very important to a streamer. Even Draymond Green ain't the player that a lot of people is, but they pay him because of that chemistry with Steph. Because his job is very important for Steph's success. And Steph's success is very important for the Warriors' success. You see what I'm saying? One thing wrong about his vantage point, I don't know. I'm trying to... $5,000 a month is more than the military pays. The military is known for slaving the shit out of you, though. So, I mean, that's not a good comparison. I was getting $1,200 a month when I first started. And after 4 years, I was around $3,500 with food, travel, and shelter paid for. So, exactly. So, you're getting... See, that's the difference with the military, though. They're paying for your housing, they paying for travel, they paying for food. You're not paying for anything, so that's why the cost is low. 100K in Cali is not really 100K after taxes and cost of living. Stop it. Yeah, I don't know. I still not doing this for 5K respectively, and I'm definitely not a newbie with no camera. If you know what you're doing, you can make 2 to 3 times that a month in real estate, commercial videography. Exactly. You would have to know how to edit, but at least you could build a career that you own and make more money, and you're less replaceable because it requires a higher skill set. But I guess to hold a camera and follow a motherfucker around, I guess 5K is cool. Yeah, it also depends on it depends on relativeness. You know what I'm saying? Because is that even a word? I don't know. 5K before taxes. It goes to show all your YouTubers is out of touch. 5K before taxes, then after bills, then after paying for your health insurance, because like the 9 to 5, your shit on it ain't offered. Go touch some grass. No cap though. That's another thing. If you go get a job, you get health insurance. You get dental insurance. That shit is free. You know what I mean? And you don't have to travel and be away from your family and your friends for fucking 70% of the month. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna keep saying the same thing. Taxes though, remember taxes, LOL, but 5K a month, as long as they are fed and live rent free. They're not living rent free. They're not living rent free. They're not living rent free. You have to have your own crib. I don't think the cameraman live with DDG. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they are there, then I think 60K a year is a great entry level job in this economy. Again, you can't live comfortably in LA for 5K. You don't live here, so you don't know. Exactly. I live there, nigga. I live there. Now, I was making a lot of money, so I was living a more luxurious lifestyle, obviously. But I still know how much it costs. See, I was just somebody who could afford it, thank God. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not putting that shit on me. That was God. I could afford it. So my apartment, I had a 2-bedroom apartment downtown LA. It was $7,500 a month. $7,500 per month, nigga, is what I was making. Is what I was paying for my 2-bedroom apartment in downtown LA. Now that's the luxurious side. But you can do all this research all you want. Los Angeles, California. So look, a studio apartment, nigga. We talking about a studio apartment. That's not even a bedroom. We talking about $2,900 right here, bro. And this is if you not living. This is if you don't live in now. You want to go live in the hood? You want to go live in Inglewood? We could take you to Inglewood. You feel me? But even in Inglewood, studio apartment is $2,300. Y'all know how apartments is after you pay for fees. After you pay for trash, after you pay renter's insurance, after you pay all this shit, that's easily $3,000 a month. Okay? Let's go to Watts. This is the hood right away. This is the hood. This is the hood. You want to live there? $832 a month? I don't think you want to live there, bro. Now, you're not going to be living in the middle of goddamn Beverly Hills, but let's go over here to Crenshaw. Baldwin Hills is okay. Let's go to Crenshaw, right here in the middle of Crenshaw. 2-bedroom, $2,300. They don't even got shit for rent over here. And I'm talking about this is the hood, nigga. But for the most part, you're going to be paying a lot of money in LA, bro. And then you got to think about this, like Los Angeles gas prices. This shit damn near $6 a gallon for gas, bro. Now, if you worked at Target and they required you to drive to the other side of the city, they're going to pay for your gas. Is DDG going to pay for the gas that it takes to get to wherever else he want them to go? I don't know how it's going to work, bro. You know what I'm saying? But current average by grade, regular gas is $5.68, bro. Again, the groceries is extremely expensive. The insurance is extremely expensive. The taxes is extremely high. Like, I think 6, 7K is a far more fair base price. That's just my opinion. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that's enough? Is that something you would do? A lot of people say they would do it until they start doing it. That's what I did. I said, yeah, I'll do the cameraman shit. You want me to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning? No problem. You want me to stay out there till 11 o'clock and film you in the club until 4 in the morning? Cool. And I get home at 5? Cool. That's cool. Whatever. Until I was doing it for a month and a half, 2 months. I'm like, this shit ain't really worth it. Because a lot of people don't realize, too, that cameraman, y'all be treating cameraman. I got treated like this, bro. Humbly speaking, I got treated like this. Y'all treat cameraman like we like they assistants too. Like, hey bro, go downstairs and grab that. Go get this out my bag take this down the street to the. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. Hopefully he gets more than that. Hopefully he gets 5K base, or I don't know exactly what he would do to make more money. But I can tell you this: if his cameraman quit again, If DDG cameraman quit and get on Instagram or get on TikTok or some shit and say the same thing everybody else been saying, we gonna know the truth, gang.